Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Now, I wanted to talk about a particular hip hop situation that's going down in the world, and it's seriously the most bizarrest case ever. Like, it's some stuff where as a friend of mine's replied to, but it's just a beef and argue. I'm like, I ain't got the time for all that. But, anyways, but yeah, so if you guys follow like current hip hop artists and rap artists and stuff. Now I'm pretty sure some of you guys might have heard the situation where Megan the Stallion got shot by he's like a rapper and an R&B singer, but Tory Lanez. Seriously, the most bizarrest thing ever. It's some stuff where it's like, if somebody would have told me that the day before, like, Megan Thee Stallion's gonna get shot by Tory Lanez, that's where I'm like, what? Why? Like, it's somewhere. It's like, it sounds like it should be a movie, right? It sounds like it should be a legitimate, like one of those like hip hop movies or like where a bunch of rappers are involved in it. But it sounds like some stuff like that. But, anyways, yeah. So I guess the backstory on it was. It sounds like they might have had like a disagreement of some sorts, and then she was trying to get out of his car. Tory Lanez was like, "Nah, you ain't going nowhere." Pulled the gun out, and yeah, shot her in her foot. I think they said twice. I'm like, that is some crazy stuff, man. Like, to shoot a person once in their foot, like, you know, it's an accident, but you pull that trigger twice, like, yeah, you meant to do that. It ain't like, that don't make no sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. That's what I'm like, I'm kind of finding the, like, situation, like, kind of weird. Like, it still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but at the same time, I'm not understanding nothing from this case right now. And I'm confused, because, like, why would he do that? Like, what would be the reason for it? You know, like, that's what it's just, there more needs to come out about it. More needs to come out about it, because, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's funny because they are comparing it to this movie, Harlem Nights, starring Eddie Murphy. And I think the woman that he shot in the movie, her name was, I think is it Della Reese? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is her. I think it is her. Oh yeah, that is right. She did pass away a few years ago. Rest in peace, Della Reese. She was like one of those, like, she's one of those actors where no cause is given. So it's like no cause, so it just must have been like a natural thing. But anyways, yeah, she was one of those artists, or her movie, her acting ability, it is an art, but she was just one of those actors where you see her in the movie. Yeah, I remember. Dang, so it was like almost 10 years later when she did another movie. She must have done like a lot of TV. Yeah, she did a lot of TV shows. Yeah, television series. Oh yeah, what was this? It was like television films. I was like, but yeah, she did like a lot. Dang, she did a gang of TV shows. Touched by an Angel. Oh, she must have been the star of that show. Yeah, she did some stuff. I think she retired at some point in time, because there was like last thing they said she did was in 2014. Did she retire from acting, or? Oh yeah, she retired from acting. Dang, that's crazy. But anyways, Right, wrong program. But no, there was, I opened up OBS because I was recording some videos. But anyway, so, yeah, there is a scene in Harlem Nights where Eddie Murphy and Della Reese is a woman. She, both of them got into a fight. And Eddie Murphy was losing the fight. And so she pulled the knife out on him, because I think he had hit her with a trash lid. And so she pulled the knife out on him, and then he pulled the gun out and said, "If you don't put the knife away, I'm gonna shoot you in your pinky toe." So that's it's a funny movie scene. That movie, it was. I don't think that movie would be considered as a comedy. It's more of a like I don't know. It had like its comedy scenes because of Eddie Murphy and stuff, but I think it would be considered a drama. Like, let me see real quick, because I don't know. That's when it's one of those movies. It's kind of hard to tell. Harlem Nights is a crime comedy drama. Okay, so it had its comedy scenes, because Richard Pryor was in there. He started and written by, oh wow, I didn't even know that. Harlem Nights was directed, written, and, it wasn't produced, but starring Eddie Murphy. Wow, that's why that movie was good. Eddie Murphy, he does some good movies. Oh, it's Oh, is it Harlem Nights remains only directorial effort as well as prior whom he considers greatest influence in stand up. Oh, so is it a stand up? So it must have been a stand up comedy thing from Richard Pryor. His name is right there. I'm like, I don't know why that was hard for me to say, but anyways, yeah, it was good. That was a pretty good movie. I need to watch that movie again, but yeah, they got into it. Then Eddie Murphy shot her in the foot, but that's what they're comparing Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion to. But I'm like, something just doesn't seem. So are they like in a relationship or? Did like what like because I'm not understanding the situation, so I'm like, were they together? And then I guess it is true because they said that or yeah, Megan the Stallion, she unfollowed Tory Lanez off of Instagram. So and I don't think he's posted on Instagram. I think he's been silent. Yeah, because I think he's in jail right now. So Tory Lanez. Yeah, he hasn't. Last time he posted was on July 10th, and I don't think he's made any tweets. Let me see if I'm not even following him. I don't know. He's just one of those guys I just don't follow, but it's like you know of him and things. He said you can. Last thing he tweeted was you can't trust a guy that don't find Jill Scott attractive. I feel like well, maybe that's what led into it. She was all Megan Thee Stallion was all like, "There's guys that don't find her attractive," and then he just pulled the gun out and shot her. Like I guess they said. And then that was another thing they said that they captured it on video, him shooting her in her foot. But yeah, I was like, man, it was wild because then there was a video that got leaked out, or it wasn't. It was like posted by somebody. But anyways, you see where he's like, you see Tory Lanez is like laid down on the ground because the cops had pulled them over. And so, and then Megan Thee Stallion, she's like walking, but you see like marking like every time when she takes a step, and that was like I guess like blood like out coming out of her foot and things. I'm like, man, that's scary. That seriously is scary. And she was all like, she says it's a traumatic thing. I'm like, yeah, you know, you could have got shot in the wrong part of your foot, or you could have like died from blood loss, like. You know, like stuff like that, like it's just it ain't cool. So I'm like, yeah, what could he? I honestly though, that's what like leaves me with the question, like, did Tory Lanez just ruin his career? Because he could have killed somebody. He could have seriously killed somebody. Like that's what I'm like, I'm kind of like waiting to see what he has to say about it. Megan Thee Stallion, she said what she needs to say about it, but I don't think she's posted on social media that much either. Let's see if he's following her. He probably. Oh, he ain't even following her. Let's see real quick if I type up the. Oh, he's still following her. He's still following her, but yeah, last thing she posted was the original thing that it was like people saying because there's like they were getting the story wrong. Originally that's what it was is that, and that's where it didn't make any sense to me. That's why I'm all like, that doesn't make any sense. So Tory Lanez gets arrested and for carrying a gun, and then she cuts her foot on glass. It didn't dawn to me that he could have shot her in her foot because it just doesn't seem like something that would exist. But yeah, when they were saying that she cut her foot on glass that was inside the car, I'm like, did a bottle bust in the car or something? How does that even work? And I'm like, how does that even manage? Or I'm like, that don't sound right. Then that's when it came out that she was shot, and so I'm like, oh well, was he defending her, and then that's why he had the gun, and then she got shot. And I'm like, yo, because they were, and then that's what I don't like about media outlets is when they're all like, oh, somebody got shot multiple times. I'm like, okay, you guys say where they got shot, because I'm thinking this girl's in the hospital fighting for her life. Like, okay, yeah, she got shot in her foot, which is like, it still can be like a lethal situation depending on where you get shot. But like, say that, so it's like our conscience ain't all going wild and stuff. Because yeah, I was like, man, we could have lost Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, yo, it'd been a sad situation because like she just started like blowing up like last year, a couple of years ago. It wasn't like she's like been in the game for a while. Yeah, there's all like TMZ reported on it. Wow, that's her that's her name? Huh. I like you know her like her name is Megan, but it's wow. I ain't gonna say it. I don't know why. You can look it up, but huh, that's crazy. She's 25 years old. I guess so, yeah, cause they. I think I seen that somewhere. Seen that somewhere, but she started rapping 4 years ago. So I'm like, she hasn't even had like a full like 10-year career or something. They hadn't talked. Oh, they already posted about it on Instagram. Dang. Yeah, or not Instagram, but Wikipedia. So yeah, Tory Lanez, I personally think that he's gonna definitely have he's gonna have to answer for what he did, because we're gonna need an explanation, because like why would you shoot this girl in the foot, like that doesn't make it, and for her like leaving your car, like that doesn't make any sense. So that's why I'm like, is there a relationship thing going on? And then, Tory Lanez, he's just a crazy dude to be in a relationship with, because I'm saying, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you shoot somebody in the foot? You know how many times I've, like, left out of a car? If a friend shot me in the foot for leaving their car, they were never your friend in the first place. So that's what I'm like, yeah, Megan, yeah, be careful who you hang out with, because you got people out here that could have, like, potentially taken your life. Like, that's like, and the thing is, it's like, yeah, he shot her in the foot, but like that situation could have been so different. He could have shot her in her back, he could have shot her in her chest, he could have shot her in the head, and we would have lost her. And so that's what I'm like, yeah, it's crazy to think like, you do some stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't know, like that's what I'm like, what happened? Then I know people was like trying to have Kylie Jenner, because so there's a video where it showed them Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and Kylie Jenner. So Megan Thee Stallion and Kylie Jenner. So it starts off with them two in the like shot of the video and stuff, and then Tory Lanez comes up from behind them. He says some stuff, and then Megan Thee Stallion was all like, "Oh, Tory, don't get my phone wet." And so that was it. Like, that was the like thing, and then all of a sudden you just hear like, oh, Tory Lanez is arrested, and Megan Thee Stallion gets shot in the foot. So you're like, by him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm confused. I'm very, very confused by the situation, because like, I'm like, I'm thinking like they have to maybe be in a relationship, but they don't say anywhere that they were in a relationship. So maybe if I look up Tory Lanez, maybe they might say something there. Maybe I don't know, but they did. It was funny though, because they came out with his height. Yo, Tory Lanez is a small dude. Like me and him might weigh the same, but I'm definitely taller than Tory Lanez. He's 5'3", I think they said. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you's a short little feller. I'm like, I shouldn't say that. That man, he out here shooting people in the foot. I ain't trying to have him shoot me in the foot and things. That might just be his thing. He's like, you leave my car, you getting shot in the foot. So, anyways, dang, he done beef with Drake. I remember, I think when he beefed with Jaquise, Joyner, Lucas, Don Q. Did he beef with there's this guy named Dax. I think he beefed with this guy named Dax. I don't think they talked about that, but yeah, Tory Lanez diss. Yeah, Tory Lanez runs up. Yeah, I remember that. That video was funny. Tory Lanez, so yeah, Tory Lanez, he seemed like he can be a wild guy, but no, so they were beefing, Tory Lanez and Dax. And Dax was, I think he was out and about somewhere, and Tory Lanez had pulled up on him, had some of his guys jump him, and then Dax was like up on the side of the car, and Tory Lanez was like, now say you're sorry. I'm like, bro, you sound like a straight up kid right now. They're like, I don't know. That's what I'm like, in the music industry, I'm like, I'm just here to make music for people to be entertained by. Like, I'm not here to beef with people. I'm not here to start up drama or shoot people in the foot. Like, I'm just here to make music. Like, I guess, like, with YouTube stuff is different, but with me and music, I'm like, bro, that's why I had to say, like, I'm really into, like, music production, like, producing the sound of a song rather than, like, adding lyrics to it, because adding lyrics can go so far. Next thing you know, you're making a rap song and then you're beefing with somebody. That's what I'm like, I'd say if I ever were to get into rap, I would either, those would only be two genres I think I would get into if I were to make rap music. It's something like comedy music, like I'll just like do like some comedy type stuff. But or it would be like some serious stuff, like Tupac's "Brenda's Got a Baby," where I'm like telling a story and something. Because I definitely would do some stuff like that, like storytelling, and let people know it's just like storytelling rap. You know, so it's like kind of like it's like a movie. Yeah, that would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. I like that. I like that. I definitely do something like that. But anything where it's like, oh, I gotta rap about being a thug, or how many guns I got, or how many, like, I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all, because I don't own any guns. I'm not a thug. I'm just a regular guy. Like, I just, I'm pretty much who is Kawhi Leonard. I'm just a fun guy. I'm like, that's all. I'm like, I'm not into any of that extra stuff, because it ain't worth it. But anyways, yeah, Tory Lanez, he done beef with some people. If he comes out with a diss track on Megan Thee Stallion, I'm like, bro, you just stop. You shot her in the foot. Like, you got your point across. You don't like the girl, all right? So, anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to. Honestly, I can't think of anything else to talk about today, but I figured I should talk about that. Talk about how Megan Thee Stallion, she almost lost a foot. I'm like fooling around with the wrong people, but. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. That being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you are viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.